They score, it's getting a little dicey. Defense gets the strip sack, I believe, and offense goes and scores again. And really from that point on, we were really in control. So the way the defense did a great job of setting up the offense, I thought special teams, which we knew going in, would be massive today. I thought it was. Louis Headley's punting, 51.7 average. I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, and their guy was amazing also, but just our ability to constantly pin them back, and it's a grinded out game. And Pat Narduzzi is a great coach. He's going to make it that way. But we were able to see it through, and I'm really proud of our guys. Even in the fourth quarter, offense protecting the defense by grinding out. Maybe I don't know, it was like 5 minute drive or something. It's actually I think a 7 minute, whatever it was, with the field goal that made it 12. Just proud of the way we played team ball today.
Good morning. You heard Manny post-game after the 31-19 win yesterday. I'm going to give you a couple of my thoughts on this game. To give you an idea how dominant our defense was, especially against the run. Last year up in Pittsburgh, by the way, I attended that game. We only had 54 yards rushing. Pittsburgh had 176 yards rushing on 42 carries. That was 4.2 yards per rush. Yesterday, we hold Pitt to just 22 yards rushing on 26 carries. That's 0.8 yards average a rush. And they lost 49 yards rushing yesterday. The penalties are pretty much the same. Last year we committed 3. Yesterday 3. What I was happy about was the running game. Last year we only had 54 yards rushing up at Hines on 27 carries. Yesterday, 109 yards on 42 carries. 2.6 yards per rush. That's got to get a little better. I need to see that get better. The passing game yesterday was pretty good for the most part. Though, yes, last year up there, 146 yards passing for Pittsburgh, while we had 154. Yesterday, we allowed 278 yards passing on 23 of 47. We only had 222. 16 to 31 from Derek. The troubling part is 2 picks. We had 4 touchdowns, but 2 interceptions. We gotta get that cleaned up. Last year, up at Hines, to give you an idea, we had, just to give you an idea, last year up there, 322 yards of offense we gave up last year up there. Yesterday, 300. A little better, but could need to get better there. We had 208 yards total offense last year, 331 yesterday. Pitt had 300 yards total offense yesterday. To tell you what it meant, the penalties were down. I like the way we played defensively. Chain came out once. We were minus, even though we won despite being -1 in turnover margin. Yeah, like I said, against a good team, that's not going to cut it. Pitt's a good team, but against an elite, that will not cut it, like a Clemson. But yeah, we still got time, but we got to clean up those mistakes. We've got to clean up the mistakes yesterday that we made yesterday. And there were some. Now, I'd like to give you an idea of what we did. They got some momentum. Pitt got some momentum there. But the defense rose up when it had to. Pittsburgh only got 1 touchdown this year. Last year, we didn't allow a touchdown to Pittsburgh. They only got 4 field goals. Yesterday, Pittsburgh, despite only 1 touchdown, had really, to be quite honest, 4 field goals again. They had 4 field goals yesterday and 1 touchdown. But to give you a sense, that's 12 of their points was field goals. The same amount of points we allowed in field goals last year up there. We allowed 4 field goals. So we must be doing something right defensively. So I felt we did a good job. I think we did a very good job there. But we could be a little better in certain spots yesterday. I mean, we saw a lot of guys in the game yesterday. Key, Corey, Jeremiah, JHH. But really, for me, I've got to see the run. The running game was better, but I really need to see the running game really get going. Harris cannot be the guy alone. I need the Rooster to step up, and I definitely need Cheney to step up. That said, let me give you my report card. Offense, I'm going to give a C. And the reason I'm going to do that is because the fact there was 2 interceptions thrown by King, and we only had 109 yards rushing yesterday. But I really need to see that number go up a little bit. I did not like the fact, we committed 3 penalties, but I just didn't like the fact that we had a holding penalty on Big John in the first quarter. I didn't like the fact that we committed just silly mistakes, and you can't do that against a team like this. There's no question about it. You cannot do that. But overall, we could be better. Defense, I'm going to give an A. I'm going to give an A minus, and the reason I'm going to do that is because we committed one of our 3 penalties was a personal foul on BJJ. You can't commit stupid penalties. You just can't commit stupid penalties like we did yesterday. And we only committed 3. But 2 of them were on the defense. 2 of those 3. That, my friends, isn't going to get it done. I mean, we could be better there. We got to cut out those silly mistakes. Special teams, I'm going to give a B. I mean, we did a good job yesterday with our punts yesterday. We had 6 punts yesterday. 1 of them inside the 20 and 2 of them over 50 yards. 4 fair catches. And you know about Jose. Jose is just for us pretty much automatic when you look at it for us. He got the field goal, put it back up to 12, and that was pretty much it from there. So I'm gonna give a B for the special teams. Now I'm gonna give out some game balls. Time to give out game balls. My first game ball I'm gonna give, believe it or not, I'm gonna give to Will Mallory. 2 catches, 51 yards, 2 touchdowns. Did a very good job. I like the way we played. I like the way he was open. Got the big TD there. Did a good job. Second game ball, I'm going to give... My second game ball is going to go to Gervin Hall. 8 tackles. 5 solo, 3 assisted. And my third game ball, I'm going to give to Q. 7 solo, 7 tackles, 4 solo, 4 tackles for loss, half a sack, 1 forced fumble, 1 quarterback hurry. And I felt we did a very good job there. He did a very good job disrupting Pitt's offense there. He was one of those guys on D yesterday that got the job done. So that was it. And I'll also add 1 more game ball. I should give 1 more game ball to JHH. That's Harrison Hunt. 4 tackles, 3 solo, 2 tackles for loss, a sack, another forced fumble. Did a tremendous job. Great disruptor. He's going to be a star here. And he did pretty well. So that's my take on the game this week. Drop another pod on Saturday before the Virginia game. And by the way, you can catch me and Kane up on Fridays when we do the ACC prediction show. I will talk to you then. Go Canes.